Okay, this is the kitchen. Right here under the cabinet. Yeah. This is it.
Help, she's crazy.
This is the stove. I like to think mentally challenged, not exactly crazy.
My bacon grease.
Whatever.
My bacon.
This is my air fryer. Survived. Yay.
Yep, plug it in and make some
Yeah.
fries.
This is the counter.
It's not that bad.
That's the sink.
Not that bad.
Sink.
Not that bad.
All the way over to the microwave and the refrigerator. This is the wall above the refrigerator. You see, there's an exposed PVC pipe there. No, PVC pipe. And then we have, that's the cabinet. And of course, now this may be kind of difficult because this is the window above the sink. And that is where the blinds, it's the blinds melted off. Yep. And then you have the cabinet. Well, that's the stuff in the cabinet. Survived. Hey. But this is the cabinet. Outside the cabinet. Above. That's plasticware that melted. You see above all of that. Well, I can get a better, yeah, okay, see. All of that is above. This is the cabinet. Yeah, by the fridge. That's this cabinet. Yeah, roasted like a suckling pig. Yeah, and that's that opening I showed you earlier. And then we come back. This is another cabinet. So we're going back toward the other way where we went. That's a walk up there, and then that's another plastic thing I had up there, colander and all of that. That's the cutting board. I believe that's the cutting board that's drooping down. Not really sure. These are the cabinets above the stove. And this is the vent hood on the stove. And then, of course, this is the stove. Stuff in the oven is fine. No damage. See? Opening the oven and see stuff inside. Just as cozy. It's wet from where the water went in, but everything, see? Even the strainer and stuff didn't melt. Yeah. And then this is the cabinetry. The stuff that was beside the stove. See, this is the stuff on the right side of the stove. Air fryer. Yep. And this is the stuff, it did kind of melt that, but yeah. So this is the bottom part under here. So just showing the general. Okay, there. And then it used to be a radio thing here. It came when the house was, this is it right here. See? The radio thing right here. It hang here. It wasn't plugged up because it didn't really work. We just left it there out of convenience. But see how this fire, yeah. This is the cabinet. This cabinet here is like 3 cabinets in one, top, middle, bottom. As you see, nothing really happened on the bottom except the water stuff. Yeah, that's a dishwasher. Been here since, Moses crossed the Red Sea. But you look inside, you see the damage on the cabinet. See that? See that? And then, yeah, this is the cabinet again. And the stuff inside, we open it up. See? Okay, we're going to try and open it up here. Yep, we do. And see, the stuff is, creepy looking, but, yeah. Yeah, see? Look at that. Look at that. Okay? We open up this cabinet. Oh, my wakame survived. Oh, the candy survived too. Yep. See? Look at that. This Above here is just okay. Now, okay, my flash had done went out. Lousy camera. But there's nothing up here above the stove. Well, except those glass dishes. Yep. So, and then of course that's where the, I guess, power to the stove, the fan. And this is what it looked like underneath. And you can't really see because my flash decided to go into safety mode or some kind of crap. But I have a flashlight here, and hopefully it lights up things as I, yeah. So this, see, that's where the light used to be. This is where the light used to be. It melted all of that. And the covering for that, is, yeah. Yeah. This is the covering that would be over that. Yeah. That would land on the stove. So, yeah, we got that. Then, of course, it's scorched here. And then inside here, oh, yeah, that is the cutting board. Is that cutting board? Yeah, that was a cutting board. That was a good cutting board. Then we got glasses in there. Whoa, whoa, okay. So, cutting board was not happy with it being open. So that's the cutting board that was up top. Yeah, now we can see some stuff up here. See, I'm turning it sideways. See, all of that. That. Yeah, so that. And then we're gonna, above this, see, above there. See all of that? All of that. Now, that little patch, and I'm gonna climb up so you can see. Okay, this patch, this right here, is what saved the whole house from burning down. Because this pipe right here is an exposed PVC pipe from when they rerouted the water. This PVC pipe, and it melted to a hole a little bit smaller than the end of this flashlight right here. And that's where the water was shooting out, and it put the fire out. Nothing else. This is above. This is this. This is the top of the refrigerator. Top of the refrigerator. Yep. See that? Those canisters. Those canisters. See those? Yeah. And those. That's the top of the refrigerator. See, it even started to melt right there. Started to melt. See that? Oh. Now, coming down. Coming down. On the ceiling. That's the light in the ceiling. The heat, all of that melted off. And the light still half-ass work. Ain't that something? Ain't say the same for my flashlight now. Even my flashlight doesn't. Okay, there it is. Even my flashlight acting up. But, you see that? Okay. Then, of course, this is where it all began. Because that's where the most intense damage is centered. And then once again, it did more damage to the left. It did more damage to the left. All of that. Light it up. All of that. We'll go in. with the lighting so that you can see. Okay, so that you can see. See, underneath there, all of that, all of that. See how that, the bottom of that cabinet was given way? That's the chili pot, crawfish pot. That was a, one of those, like the Ron Popeil set it and forget it, one of those convection oven cookers. Yeah, yep. Yep, a smoking, slathering flag. Look at that. See that? Right. Okay, need to get that out of the way. But, see that? All of that. Yeah. All of that. And this is just in the kitchen. This is the stuff that was sitting on the cabinet in a box. Yeah. Purple oysters, they call hell. And then of course, you know, right here. Yeah, all that. That's the side of the triple cabinets. Yeah, that started blistering and it started to peel away. Now, that's that. And then of course, on the floor is where the stuff from the light on the ceiling, that's where it dropped. That's where it dropped. Okay. Now that's the pipe above the refrigerator. That one just blackened and the fire didn't go in and start burning. It, Then the stuff came. The heat was intense enough to melt the blinds off the window. So we got the bay windows. This is the first one, and then the second one, and then the third one. Yep, that's it. That blind, it melted it. Melted it. I'm turning the camera again, up and down. See, that's the middle window. That's the first one. See? And then this is the third one. See? And then it proceeded to go to the back door. Now you see I got this little covering on the back door, and you can see where it did. The heat was intense enough to do some damage here. That it melted, and you see it began to blister on the door, and then it stopped or something, and then it jumped over and melted the blinds on the window in the living room. See that? That was some intense heat. That was some intense heat. Ooh, yeah, that was some intense heat. And then, you know, you see the residue from the smoke and stuff on the fireplace. And then of course, it you see it on the ceiling. Yep. You see it all around the ceiling. And then, oh wow. Yeah, and then you look at the entryway. It turned it sideways again. You look at the entryway to the kitchen, and that gray, that's really the soot, smoke, whatever you want to call it, from the burning. What I forgot to show you when I was in the dining area, the ceiling fan. You see, it was intense enough to where it blistered. See, it blistered the blade and stuff. Look at it. You see the vent up top is soot covered. That's the light again in the kitchen. That was sitting up on the cabinet over the cabinets that are above the refrigerator. And then we go over to the front door. So we're walking across the living room. This door is the laundry room. This is the laundry room. And there's water damage to the door. You can't really see it. You would have to see it in person to see the streaks of water on the door. I don't know. No, you can't really see it. Not with this. You would have to see it. But you can see where the water was running down the door because it made the door swell to where you have to yank it. You have to pull it real hard because the door swell. You see the soot and stuff on the floor. You see how it got soot in here. I don't know if you can see the water stains on the door. See that? And this is opposite side of the kitchen. See that? You have to. It keeps adjusting or whatever, but those streaks are the water stains. And this is the soot on the floor in the laundry room. This is soot. This is soot, and the water was just billowing, pouring out. See, you can see it, how it came into the laundry room. See that? That's what it is on the top of that right there. You know, see? Yeah. So, you can see it. Well, you can't really see it where it ran down the door leading into the garage. Now, we close the laundry door, and this is the front door. This is the front entryway. All of that on the wall, that coloration on the door, that's the water stains from steam, like on the door where the water was on the door. See that? All of that. See that? Above, you can't really see it. It's something you would have to see with your regular eyes. But you see those squiggly lines? That's where water was running down the wall. Water was running down the wall. But all of that. See that?
Sit it down there for now.
That's where the water was coming
Sit it down
down the wall. See?
right there on the gate.
See that? See that?
Okay,
Sit up above the door.
Sit on the gate.
This is the entryway to the front door. This is 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 look at this. All that dirt looking stuff, all of that. That's soot and water. Soot and water. Soot and water. And the flooring did not buckle from all of the water because the water literally was going out the front door. It was going out the front door. Yeah, see? Let's see if I turn the light off. See, look at the plate. It's all that dirt. That's soot. See? It's soot. Soot. It blackened. This is just, yeah. That. See that? That's, yeah. It's like baked on. It was hot as hell up in here. It had to be. But let's see. Oh, now you can see it better. You can see it better. All of this. All of that. Yeah. Well. Yeah. You can't really see it with the light coming in through the window. But that door, you can see that door. See the stuff on the door? Real good. Sorry. Probably getting you dizzy. I'm sorry. But yeah, this is this. Now, I'm going to give you a view. I'm going to give you a view of why this is so miraculous. Okay? This is the front door. Okay, we're at the front door. And that is my living room. So we come in the front door and we're in the living room, okay? Then you look over, see the soot on the thing, blinds melted, soot on the ceiling fan. It's just everywhere. That's just to be expected. But then you focus on over there is the kitchen. That's the kitchen. Okay? Now, this melted way over here. Water reached way over here at the front door and the laundry room where I am. Okay? You see? You got an idea where we are. This is the front door. That's the kitchen. So the house is like a U shape. You come in, you go across, and then you go down. Those are the bedrooms. Okay? Water flooded those bedrooms and that bathroom where they're standing. Okay. Behind the red sweater is a bedroom. To the left of the gray shirt is a bedroom. Down at the end where you see those blinds is a bedroom. The first doorknob you see on the right, that's a closet. Okay? So that's the heartbeat of the house right there. We're over here at the kitchen. So you come to the kitchen and then you make another left turn. You see? You see where this began. This is the intensity of it. Okay? That up there, that white spot up there in that white patch is where the miracle occurred that kept everything from burning to the ground. That one hose is the only hose that melted from the heat and started putting out the water, producing the water that stopped all of this. It stopped all of that right there. Inside is a same PVC pipe is the one that I showed you earlier. It's black, it's in there. It's blue, but it's black from soot right now. But it's in there. And it stopped all of this. All of this. All of this. All of this. Now, the reason why I pointed out those bedrooms is because on the opposite side of that wall behind the stove where all of this intensity was, notice the sheetrock has not been breached by the flames. You see how intense this fire was. And it smells. Too bad you don't have smell on video. But you see, that curling stuff is wallpaper from when the house was built. I didn't have the house built, I bought it. It was pre-owned house. But that curling stuff is wallpaper. Okay? That's wallpaper up there, that curled stuff. This, and I want my walls done like this again in my kitchen. This kind of it's the countertop. This is the countertop, same as the countertop. And I want my walls done like this again. Okay? I want them done like this again. Notice, it peeled away. It peeled away. In here, it did peel away. It peeled. It peeled. But that black right there, that, where my hand is hitting, that black, that's, I want to say, that is this right here. This right here is burnt. This right here is burnt. That's what this is right here. That's what this is. That's what that is. That curly stuff right there is the same as this right here. This is the same as this. That black, that look like black velvet, that's this part of it right here. That's this. It looks like black velvet. The flames did not breach that. See? The flames didn't breach it. It didn't breach it. It didn't breach it. See where this bubbled up? It bubbled up, but it didn't breach. It didn't breach. And I'm grateful because on the other side of this wall behind the kitchen is the closet and the bedrooms, which is the heart of the house, where the hearts live. That's where the children are. That's where, you know, your reason for getting up and going on your grind and everything. Even though they get on your nerves, you know, stuff like that.
We don't.
Yeah, you do. So you see all how that water shot, from that little hole above. See that white patch up there above the triple cabinets? That water was coming out and it was hitting over here, coming down, coming down, coming down. And it put all of this out. All of it out. You can see where the water was just really and truly dripping down the cabinet. And you look up at the ceiling. The sheetrock had not been breached at all. But this fire was going. This fire was having a picnic up in here. But it did. Hell, that walk is not black. That walk's supposed to be like, I want to say blue, silver or something. But it's not black. But look at how much heat it endured. And it blistered, and it blackened, and it blistered, and it melted, and then it went on, and it somehow or another it ended up over on the blinds. But the table held its ground. No damage to the chairs, no damage to the table, and everything on it, nothing melted. And really. So, even the wallpaper, this is that wallpaper, the same wallpaper. Yeah, this is that wallpaper. Yeah, and that black, it held its own because it did not burn off, and the sheetrock never was breached. It was never breached. So yeah, yeah, it wasn't breached. This is the home. That's the master bedroom over there. I ain't gonna open the door because it's yeah. But this is it. The way, the miracle that was done here. That is yeah. So the living room, it's everything. You see this? It's flooded. It's flooded. Yeah. And it's flooded. And this isn't fire department water. This is out of that one little hole in that pipe water. Out of that one little hole. That water came all the way from that little hole that you saw in the kitchen. It flooded. It put out the fire that reached into the living room melting blinds and created, sending soot and smoke and stuff. And it came all the way from that little hole up in the ceiling on that one little pipe. And it came all the way over, and it ran out my front door. When my daughter came home, that's how she knew something was up, because the water greeted her on the porch. It was saturated, okay? We opened the door, you see? You see the rug, all of that to the grass was wet. All of that, both of those rugs to the grass was wet. And when she came in, when she opened the door, the smoke began to roll out. Then they came in and they opened the back door for it to roll out the back door. All of this is water. This is water. This is water. This is 2 days later. 2 days later. And this, you see that? It is, yeah. You see that? See that? This is 2 days later. And you walk and you still, yeah. See that? So, yeah. See that? 2 days later. 2 days later. Now, these holes in the wall, that's where I had to have my water rerouted some time back, and it wasn't in the budget to get the holes filled. And I'm not going to really say that I regret the finances that kept me from getting that done, because had it not been for that, all of this whole house will be a memory. Because the pipes would have been covered. They'd have been covered. Yeah, you get it. So, Yeah, this is the living room. Ceiling fan is dirty and all that. And then of course the water did flow into my bedroom, and it did flood. And we're gonna go down here. Is you can hear it when I walk on it. Uh, we're gonna go into the hallway. This is the hallway. This first light you see right here, this is the bathroom. That's the bathroom. And then where the gate is, that's a bedroom. And then at the end down there, that's a bedroom. And then this is a bedroom. And this is a closet. Okay? So, you come through and you see this water. This is water. It was water. It's been, we're went back in and stuff like that. But we're getting it up. This is the closet. This is the closet. Okay? Now, on the opposite side of this wall is the stove and the kitchen and all of that. That closet and then the kitchen. So had that wall been breached, it would have found a lot of stuff to burn in the closet, and then a lot of stuff to burn into this closet, and then to spill out into the bedroom, causing no problems. But the water found its way here, here, here. It didn't go into this bedroom. It did. Did it go in there? Did it go into this room? Huh? Yeah. Did it go in the? Did it go in the? It didn't go. It didn't go in. Did it go in your room? But it stopped. It stopped at. Did it go? Did it stop before your door or went a little past your door? Okay, it went a little past that door, and it did not go into this room at all. It did not go into that room at all. But it went down the hallway. It went into this bedroom. It went into that bathroom, as you can see, all those certain stuff. And it did most definitely do up the whole living room. And then it went into my bedroom. It went into my bedroom. And then it went. Come Mama. It went into my bedroom and into my bathroom. It went. It traveled. It went. And all of this, it went into the laundry room. And it went out the front door. Okay? It was in the dining area, in the kitchen, of course, but that's how it traveled. That's how it traveled. So, I'm grateful. I'm praising God. I'm thanking God because this is a miracle that He gave. And if it wasn't for the fact that I need running water right now, the water's not running fast. It's not running fast because we don't have the water on at full speed. So it's not running fast, but it's doing what we need to do in order to get flushing water, drinking water, and cooking water. Okay? But yeah, I'm trying to clean out this corner here and clean this stuff up. You know, the smell is overwhelming. The smell is very overwhelming. So we're sitting here, no covering on the window where it melts it off. But yeah, this is it. This is it. So we got a lot of cleaning to do. A lot of cleaning. And this odor does hang in your clothing. It does hang in your clothing. A lot. And every time I look at that little pipe, that little white spot is what saved the whole thing. That little spot right there in the light. See it? In the light? Okay. That white spot with the black cover, that is what saved everything. That's what stopped this house from burning to the ground. And I was in Houston. I was in Houston. Well, I was in Galveston.
No.
When I got the call. I was in Galveston. So, yeah. Yeah. This is it. This is it. All thanks to that little white spot up there. And what it is, I could put some stuff over it to try and plug the hole so we can have some running water. Because right now, like I said, I don't have it turned up high. You know, you had to shut the water off, but I don't have it turned up high. But it trickles in, and what we're doing is filling filling up containers and stuff to be able to have drinking water. And then, of course, you know, we're reusing our water bottles. And also, oh, it did kind of get a little heat to it. But look at that. It didn't melt. It didn't melt. And it was right here at the stove. You know, that's the miraculous jumping power of fire. You just don't know what to... Look, over there, you got burn central. And then over here, it's like, na-na-na-na-na. You go up, damage, 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 and then you come down. It's like, what the heck? And there's my air fryer. Yay. And then my other stuff, my soup and tea and Kool-Aid. And then the stove. And then, oh yeah, that's that cutting board that was up there. That's the one that fell earlier. So, and then of course you got the stove. Yep, stove. And then, yeah, you got the stove. And then, of course you got the stuff. Yep. And then it just, look at that. It just bypassed the sink. You know, you see the dishwashing detergent, you know, taking a bow from the heat. Take a bow. And then you got the microwave. Yay. And then you got damage, damage, damage. And then it skipped. Blind. Then once again, yeah, the back door, little bit. Then it skipped and blinds. See? And it didn't catch. It did not catch. And of course, you got the staying power of the wallpaper. I don't know what that wallpaper made out of, but whatever it's made out of, shit. Because look at that. That shit did not peel off and let it breach that stuff. You hear me? All the shit around it melted, blistered, started to sag and peel. But that wallpaper, it held like a project dough when the cops trying to come in and kick it in. It held good. That's wallpaper from the hood. It held its own against fire. You see that? They say you might burn my ass to a crisp, but I'm staying up in this bed. I ain't going nowhere. It held like a project dough during a drug raid. You see what I'm saying? I'm proud of it. Yeah, I'm proud of it. Whoever did it, whoever made it, man, more props to them. Because that bitch, it burnt, but it did not allow the fire to have its way. Look at it. Look at it. That's the grace of God. That's the miracle working power of God. Right there. From that little hole in that little hose that stopped All of that. So, if you ever want to know if God is real, that hose right there will tell you hell fucking yeah.